broadcast location outside the grandstand.
Yeah, beautiful spot.
And it's one of those areas that's a little unknown at this point, but it is beautiful. So if you want to find a place to go to tonight, that's the one. Patty's in there.
Yeah, right next door to us. Like you say, Lee, you can just pop in there. The races are on, very close to the grandstand, so great location to watch the races tonight.
So another new location, another new guest experience here at Red Shores, the 1888 Lounge. Countdown clock is in. Horses are lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is post time, and we'll send it upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
Miss Sangria, Mrs. Dragonfire. She's a comedian, Ma Rebelle. Don't Tell Kim, Pickpocket Princess. Freedom Delight, Outrageous Song is on the grandstand side. 8 of them across the gate to open up a Monday night. It's Old Home Week. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing, She's a Comedian, and Mrs. Dragonfire leaving out on the rail, Miss Sangria. Then coming from the outside for 4th, that is Freedom Delight. Up the rail, 5th, Ma Rebelle. Into 6th, Outrageous Song. 7th, that's Don't Tell Kim. Then the trailer, Pickpocket Princess. We have them caught on the outside in the early going. Mrs. Dragonfire is the leader. Maybe short-lived. Here She's a Comedian. Driving up from the outside to take over the lead. Racing from 3rd, Miss Sangria. Freedom Delight found a friend and dropped in to be 4th. The friend, that was Ma Rebelle, now 5th. Racing from 6th, Outrageous Song. Pickpocket Princess on the outside 7th. That flushes out Outrageous Song. And now the trailer is Don't Tell Kim. 28-1 was a solid opener as they arrive at the opening half mile, led by She's a Comedian. 2nd, Mrs. Dragonfire. First up on the outside, 3rd, Outrageous Song following the cover. 2nd over 4th, Pickpocket Princess. On the rail, 5th, and Miss Sangria. From the outside, and 3rd over 6th, Freedom Delight. Ma Rebelle got the Charlottetown Shuffle, now to 7th. On the outside, 8th is Don't Tell Kim. 57-4 was the half mile. On their way to 3/4, now led by Outrageous Song. Up and out on the outside is Pickpocket Princess. Coming on to take over 3rd, Freedom Delight. In at the rail, She's a Comedian 4th. Coming 5th on the outside is Miss Sangria. The 3/4 won. 27 flat. Going to the 7/8 next. On the lead, Outrageous Song. From the outside, here's Freedom Delight. 3rd at the rail, Pickpocket Princess. Down the stretch they come. Outrageous Song. Freedom Delight has her collared. Miss Sangria's coming late. It's Freedom Delight to open it up for Tyler Moore. 2nd, that'll go to Miss Sangria. Outrageous Song 3rd in 1:57 flat.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media here for race 1. Nice ticket for Freedom Delight 2030, but She's a Comedian, our top choice, Ken. They took a sting out of her early.
Yeah, 28-1, 57-4, pretty stern half. 127 started fading out of it on the final turn. Then you had Mrs. Dragonfire sat that 2-hole, no go. Miss Sangria 3-hole trip, rallies for 2nd, but it's Freedom Delight. Tyler Moore setting the tone here early, perhaps with that 4-hole trip. Came up 3rd over, lost some cover, continues on. And this 6-year-old Better's Delight mare was just 1 for 22 coming in from post 7. But she's going to score the upset here with Tyler Moore for Jay Noy. Freedom Delight, 157 flat. A season's best for her. Miss Sangria grabs the deuce. And number 8, Outrageous Song, the 5-2 here. And the 5-2 morning line choice had a tough trip and had to settle for the show.
Freedom Delight arriving at the first race winner's circle. Bay Pacing mare. She's the 6-year-old daughter of Better's Delight from the Art Escape Dam, Freedom Crossing. Owned by Mary Jean Noy, Denise Andrew, and Zach Noy. Bred by Winback Farm, Chesapeake City, Maryland. Trained by Jay Noy. Tyler Moore is in the driver's seat. The mile 157. Freedom Delight in the first.